You wanted to say at some point. I'll give you a minute.
I wanted to challenge our senator. He is one of the people who have been fueling fire, and is now behaving like a priest here.
You are actually doing what you're accusing your senator of doing.
Governor,
be very careful.
Look for other scapegoats. You know, you should be telling us about the queries on how you have spent money. Running away with the name of senator will not help you. If you have misappropriated money, that's what you should be of concern to you. We are here to get answers how you have spent money. So if you think that by giving the auditor documents later and come and shout the name of senator, that will not absolve you. If that count is in chaos, the buck stops with you. That is your skunk. You either put your account in order or you quit. I'm not a governor in Nyamira, I'm a senator sitting in Nairobi. And if I can outwit you, then you're not worth being in office.
I know you.
Put your house in order in Nyamira, Governor.
I know you. That's why you undermine me all the time. But remember,
put your house in order.
Remember, the report we have is a qualified report, which is not as frank as we are trying to say. It's
now,
Governor, report.
Order, Governor.
Yes.
I must bring this exchange to an end.
Yes.
It is not useful to anybody. It is not useful to the Senate. It is not useful to the people of Nyamira. They expect when you come to Nairobi, you are coming to seek solutions. I will not allow this meeting to be one that fuels further division amongst the leadership of Nyamira. We must give direction that Governor, Senator, members of County Assembly must provide leadership. The concern of the Senator from Samburu is on the 5.8 billion that he voted to go to Nyamira. There are other things that can be sorted by Council of Elders or can be sorted by the electorate, can be sorted at the next electoral cycle. We must get responses on the 5.8 billion, whether it is today or after 31st of March. We shall be invoking Article 125 of the Constitution, which gives Parliament the power to summon anybody, and anybody means even the President. Parliament can summon even the President to provide evidence. We must report to the House tomorrow. Now the question is, what report are we taking to the House with regards to Nyamira? As you've seen my colleagues talking of a government that is broken down. You've seen the Senator even making proposals around suspension of the county government. Is that the report that we should be taking to the floor of the House tomorrow? Our job is to see that devolution works. Our job is not to break down counties. So, members, that is a decision we must take. What report are we taking to the House tomorrow? In the absence of verified documentation by the Auditor General, we will reach the conclusion that the 5.8 billion Kenya shillings that the Senate sent to Nyamira cannot be accounted for. It doesn't matter who the Speaker is, who the clerk is, where they sit. So let's bring our focus to the numbers. After getting our focus on the numbers, there are those other hygiene issues that I've had, which also must be addressed. Honorable Senator, you understand the terrain better. I think there must be, I heard the governor say that he's calling the MCAs next week. Is that a statement of fact?
Yes, Chairman.
Invitations have gone to the members?
I've consulted with them, and even here, we have agreed, all elected MCAs and myself, we should meet first.
Members of our county assembly, have you accepted the invitation?
Thank you, Chair. Once again, thank you, Chair. Once again, I want to say that we are open to that. Though some of us have not received those invitations, but we are open to that.
Okay, so Senator, do you think that is a route they should be taking? And I'd like to hear your views on that. On the numbers, I think we are very clear that you must account for the 5.8. That one, there's no escape. But now,
you know the first thing, Chair, I don't have a problem. The first thing is to give an assurance to the people of Nyamira that the money that we send to Nyamira has been used for the intended purposes. You know, all the queries that have been raised by the auditor as we speak today remain unanswered. And despite the side shows, what we expected from governor and what we need to tell the House tomorrow is whether we are convinced, us and the Auditor General, whether that money has been utilized properly. Because Senator Chair, despite all the shenanigans, at the end of the day, the people of Nyamira want value for money. People of Nyamira want services. People of Nyamira want to get medicine in hospital. They want water. You know, when the auditor tells us that 8 million has been put in a project for water, they have not received the water, they expect answers from us. So I think as a committee, despite what is happening, failure to supply documents to the county assembly, we must tell the House the truth on what is happening in the county of Nyamira. And you have seen it for yourselves. You have heard from honorable MCS. You cannot get money without accountability. We cannot have a situation where a governor of a county appears here and does not want to take responsibility on how money has been spent. Sure. And we have powers to make all manner of recommendation. If this money is going into people's pockets, let there be an audit, even a lifestyle audit. So my first concern as a senator of Nyamira is on the proper utilization of the funds that go to the county of Nyamira. That should be number one. Number two, Chair, we have 47 county governments and county assemblies. It's not the responsibility of a senator to ensure that there is sanity in the assemblies. That is the responsibility of governor. If I was governor of Nyamira, that would be my responsibility. So governor has a responsibility to put his house in order, to have the assembly work seamlessly and they be given a chance to do what they are supposed to do. If he's unable to do it, that means he's unable to govern. So that responsibility, Chair, should go back to the governor. If he can assure this committee that he will stop this idea of identifying factions, he goes back, holds a meeting with the MCS, we give him backup. But so that we don't drop the ball, let's escalate this matter further. If there are any criminal activities that have taken place, including the passage of the supplementary budget, Chair, we have an obligation to recommend appropriate investigations, and if any crime is identified, we recommend action be taken. Because passing of budget is not a discussion in a market. It must be done properly. 4, let's also do an inquiry to understand where is the Assembly of Nyamira supposed to have its sittings. Is it supposed to sit in the assembly building, or they have passed a motion to do Senate machinery? So let's also intervene as a Senate. Let's have, we can have 3 committees or so addressing the happenings in the county government of Nyamira. That chaos, Chair, is a disgrace. It's an embarrassment to all of us. It's something that we are not proud of, and we wish to see it come to an end. Chair.
Chair.
Thank you. Senator.
I think I've heard from the governor that the Machinani sittings have been gazetted, and how many of them have been gazetted so far, because I've heard from Honorable Magera that the county assembly premises or county assembly chamber has only been gazetted once since 2022. And if he has the evidence of the gazette notice for the sittings in Mashinani, then he should table before the committee.
I think we can get the gazette notices. Actually, Pungi Mashinani was gazetted for the first time 2015. And it has never been gazetted. We can be able to prove.
I don't think the governor should be speaking on behalf of the assembly. And I don't think he should be answering questions relating to the assembly, because that then will further confirm that he's managing the assembly.
The first time Senate had its sitting in Uasin County, a gazette notice was out. It was gazetted that we are sitting in Uasin County. When we had our sittings in Kitui County, the same was done. There was a gazette notice for that particular sitting, and the governor is alleging that the county assembly is sitting in different locations. So the governor should give us those gazette
notices because they are in the bottom. We can provide. Chair, we can provide. But the issue the senator is raising is more personal than official. Several times I pronounced myself as a governor. If they don't unite, I can write to the president to appoint a committee which will look at Nyamira, and if it cannot be able to solve the problem, then it be dissolved. I have done that before, but I have not written because I'm seeing a situation whereby we can be able to solve the problem in-house, except for some 2-3 MPs, including Senator, who has been fueling fire.
That is completely out of order.
Governor, you are not helping us.
You will not make headway if your focus remains this good senator of Nyamira. You will actually embarrass yourself more. The problems you have are between you and your MCAs. The senator of Nyamira sits in Nairobi. Focus. Put your energy where you have problems. If you put your energy where there are no issues, you will not make headway. I'm giving you free advice, Mzee Governor. The problems are in your doorstep between yourself and your MCAs. I'm not an MCA myself. That's free advice. But Counter Tony, I want you to give us some light. How does that Gazette Notice of 2015 looks like? Did it give you a blanket check? Because the way we do our county Mashinani, we pass a motion to sit in a particular county for a given period. Okay, and that motion is for that duration. So how is yours gazetted? As we say, we'll be sitting in Uasin Gishu in the month of August between 10th to 18th, and we say that's where the sittings of the Senate will be held. So this one of 2015, how was it worded? Just for my benefit.
Thank you, Chair. I may not comment much about the 2015 Gazette Notice because apparently I don't seem to have seen it. But there is a Gazette Notice which was setting the sittings, which was done somewhere in, I think around October, November, somewhere there. No,
you see, Governor says you are using the Gazette Notice of 2015. So you are saying is not right. It's misleading the committee.
No, I will not say that because I'm only saying that I may not comment much about the 2015 one.
So
but
we believe between you and Governor?
I've seen a Gazette Notice of 2024.
Okay, let's go to the one of 2024. How is it worded? Let's say Governor is wrong, is misleading us with 2015. How is it worded? One of 2024.
Protect your clients.
How is it worded?
No, I don't think
is it worded
that
the assembly will sit between a given timeline at a specific place? Because I will expect if you are going to do Senate Mashinani, for example, in Mawawa Ward, it will say the county assembly will do sittings in Mawawa Ward from this date to this date. It It cannot be a blanket gazettement.
They do gazette.
It must even prescribe the venue.
The venue, you know, it must be detailed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be doing, you know, we're also trying to help you. If you do illegal sittings, pass budget and you appropriate money.
They do gazette all the time.
As a county attorney?
Yes, county attorney, we must
want to understand how you do it.
I understand.
Yes.
It's only that I may not be very precisely tell what is contained in those gazette notices, but what I remember casually is that it was stating the places of sitting,
The venue and the time.
and the venue and the time.
And the period.
Yes. I'm not sure about the period, but I saw gazette note of that.
MCA, I think final word. I must give way forward. It's 4 o'clock and our report is being awaited at another level.
Thank you, Chair. I think in this one, we may take a lot of time doing what we are not supposed to do. Whenever, from the County Government Act, whenever a machinani is supposed to be, there must be a motion in the assembly allowing it to be done. Now, even if you do gazette notices or what, if there is no motion from the House, then it is not and void. Because it is the members to agree that we are supposed to go out. I'm sure even the Senate, that's what they do, that they get the motion first, then they do the gazetting. So in this case, we have never done any motion to this. Thank you.
Information.
Yeah.
Chair,